Welcome fellow folders to a brand new video, and in today's video we're going to do something I haven't really touched on before. I haven't really done, similar to my model reviews where I compared folders, old folds to new folds to see how much difference there was. We're basically going to be looking at one specific model. Now this dragon was posted yesterday, but by the time you see this video it may be like a week later. And this dragon is utterly insane. I'm seriously impressed by this dragon, and it's not often that I get insanely impressed by models, but this model is by the name of the folder, Dinh, Quang, Minh. I know I pronounced that incorrect. I'll try again. Dinh, Quang, Minh. Anyway, if you can pronounce the name correct, let me know how I did that, if it was good or not. But I need to make sure I'm recording with the GoPro audio, because I want to see what the difference in the sound is. So there should be a big difference. Now, this, we don't have a full name of it, and Calagon the Black, maybe that is the name the Dinh has given it, but I will link his Facebook page in the description, so make sure to go click on it, follow him, add him as a friend. I've got him as a friend, that's how I saw the pictures. But originally, one of the groups I'm in, a WhatsApp group, my friend Jesus posted this picture, and I of course assumed it was him because he does folds that are like this. He does ridiculously large folds. He was the one who made the largest Kotaima's Japanese spiny lobster. And of course, when I saw this, I assumed it was him because it looks just like his style. But I later found out, a few hours, that it was posted in the Origami help group. I believe it was Matthew that posted it. And then of course he had Ding's name in it, which I realised it wasn't from Jesus. But I do apologise if I confused anyone. I did share it everywhere along with Jesus' name, but I have fixed the corrections. But we're going to be looking at the pictures that Dinh has posted. He has gave 4 pictures at the moment, so we're just going to study the pictures. We're going to look at it, discuss the shaping, what he has done, and we'll just go from there. Again, tell me what you think about this dragon in the comments. I did post it to my community page yesterday, one day ago, so yeah, everyone loves it so far from what they have seen. But yeah, let's look at the first picture, which is the full body shot. It's just crazy. It's crazy. I mean, the head is something I notice completely so well. It looks like a really fierce dragon head. The proportions are correct. You have the teeth in there. How many teeth do we have that we can see? In the top jaw we have maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and then bottom 1, 2, 3, 1 in the middle. So we have quite a few teeth already. Now, those who suggested that it was the edge dragon, I don't think it is, because on the head, how many spikes do we have at the back of the head? Let me just quickly have a rough guess, a rough look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Maybe 18 on the left hand side from what we can see. So I'm going to assume that it's 18 on the other side. So the edge dragon does not have that many spikes on the head. But looking at the rest of the model, it seems like it is very identical to it. My best guess would be it's a heavily modified edge dragon, but not. It's took the similar layout and proportions and of course modified it. I think, I'm not a designer, but to add more spikes on the head, you would just make a bigger grid. You would mirror the sides and the bottom, and then on the top, with all those extra pleats, you would just make more spikes. And that seems quite straightforward to do that. But again, we're looking at the scales, it's got the same pattern. He hasn't shared a picture of the tail at the moment. There's no good pictures of the back. Again, it's only been one day since he has posted these. I'm pretty sure we'll get much more angles, but I'm really curious to see the the tail as well. So looking at the head, we have a really defined eye. Oh, lost the limit. We've got a very defined eye. There's no pupil in it, but I really like how this turns out. We've got the nice roundness of the eyebrow. Just that fierce jaw. The spikes on the bottom of the jaw. The really pointy nose part. Again, what I like is that curve. See the nose? It's got a very nice, it goes like a curve, then up on the head. I really like that. I love the layers being lifted on the head to add that much more 3Dness. Again, this has given me so many ideas for how I'm going to shape my Age Dragon, even though this is most likely not the Age Dragon, but again, it's very similar. It's given me a lot of ideas. So we have the scales. Let's look at the scales. We're still in the first picture. Now, they all look to be shaped. I think the paper for this may be some sort of tissue foil. My best guess. It's got that look of tissue foil, that not perfect but rough with a hint of mush look. I'm pretty sure it is tissue foil. Again, he hasn't shared any information on the paper. Maybe he will, as it's only been one day. But yeah, all the scales have been shaped, and that's something I am going to do for my Age Dragon. What I'm going to do is I am going to shape them, but instead of shaping them absolutely perfectly as everyone does, that is extremely boring now. It's overused, it's overdone, it's not impressive. But what I'm going to do is shape them, but make some perfectly. So pull in the right amount of paper, make some that have way too much paper pulled in, and make some that have not enough paper pulled in. So it's going to be that completely different abstract look. Not a single scale will look the same. So that is the plan. Next, we'll look at the back pleats or spines. Now, if you're thinking, where did this paper come from? How did this folder manage to acquire this look throughout the entire model? Can we go to the next picture? Let's see. Yeah. Picture number 2 has a better look at them. Now we see from this picture that there is the outer side, the outer set of dorsal spines, and then we have 1, 2, 3, and then most likely 3 on the other side or more. Again, we can't fully tell, but what this person most likely has done is when you make mountain and valley folds with the pleats, you just pull up one of those mountain folds, which will cause a curve on the inside, and with that you can technically make dorsal spines all the way down. So my best guess is he has done that throughout the entire model, pulled out all those layers, made the front purple, the spines nice and round, and held it in place while you pull out those pleats, and then do whatever you wish with them. For instance, make all these spikes. I think that is something I will do as well. I don't think that's been done before or done much often, but yeah, it adds such a unique curve and element, a much more 3Dness. There's so many spikes on this dragon. Like, look at the part between the front legs and the back legs. You see those spikes coming out from the top of the body. It looks like 2 sets at a time. There's loads of spikes. I mean, this folder Dinh has pulled out every single possible extra overlap of paper and used it to his advantage to create so many spikes. It is unreal. This is a model that impresses me so much that I need to use this as inspiration to help shape my Age Dragon whenever I come to it. Now, next we'll look at the front legs, and we noticed really big claws. The top of the claws are much higher up. The end of the claws are really pointy. I love that height difference. And where the elbow of the arm is, we have one big spike. So again, that could be something that he did similar to the neck pleats. He just pulled out a lot of paper and just sort of formed it to one large spike. Same with the back legs as well. It's just crazy. And the wings we will look at. Gonna go on the next picture. Yeah. Oh yeah, next picture. Picture number 3. We can see the wings much nicer in this one, which is crazy. So he has plates going the different direction. So it's starting from the elbow and going up. Normally you would have them going from, like when you curve the wing, then they would be like that. Like you know how to do wings, but he has pleats going in the other direction. That's not done often. And again, he has curved the edges to be more spikes. Very crazy. And we can see again the back spikes going all the way down and around to the tail. We can see it in more detail on picture number 3. And that's one of the things I like about this model, is the scales aren't perfect, they're mushed. Some are perfect, some are not, some are mushed. It gives that really unique feeling of the paper being, the paper portraying a dragon. It's thousands of years old, been through many battles, it's not going to be perfect. It's going to have that realistic look. I think it is tissue foil. I could see that helping out a lot in shaping wise, but again I could be wrong. Hopefully we find out. I can even ask him, see if he has any more information to share. And then picture number 4, the last picture, is the head as well. Very uniquely detailed head. Maybe, no, I don't think he's coloured it with something, the paper. No, I think that's just the normal colour. Like sometimes they spray it at the end, maybe it's sprayed with a varnish, some sort of clear gloss, like a clear acrylic, maybe. But yeah, that is basically it. I'm not going to go through every single detail. I want you to go to his Facebook page, add him as a friend if he'll let you, and check out the pictures for yourself. It is one utterly unreal dragon. And I wonder what size. Oh, he's not mentioned the size of the paper from that I've noticed. There's nothing in the picture to sort of show a comparison with. For the height, that could have gave us a good example of the paper size, but we don't have any comparisons yet other than what the dragon is posing on, that rock. But he has left one cool caption at the bottom, and it says, "Now I can say you've been in that position long enough, Ryujin. You've been tamed by a much worse Western dragon." Oh, so it could be a Western dragon. That could be the name of it, but from the middle world of Tolkien Holy. But a Western dragon, that could be the name. But yeah, everyone go check out his Facebook page, check out the pictures for yourself, and that is basically it.